Oh, hey, what's up, everybody?
What up?
Look at that. Cigar number 2 out of the June pack. Welcome to episode 79 of Cigars Unbanded.
Nice.
How's everybody doing on the panel today?
Good.
It's a good day.
It was a long fucking day, dude. A long day. Once a year, last day of school, we host the block party at my house because my house is the spot where the bus stop is. And we have like the flattest, largest front yard. So all the tents got set up today. There was a DJ, ice cream truck, food trucks,
Hell yeah.
pizza, 30 kids running around. It's a long fucking day though. And I need this cigar.
It's a lot of kids, man. 30 kids. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a pretty big neighborhood, and the age groups span. We got like pre-K kids, and then we got kids that are in high school too. There's some older ones, but obviously they're probably not popping into the party. But just fucking kids everywhere, and it was good. No issues. Everyone had a good time. It was a hot day, so we had a dunk tank. You know, kids were fucking throwing each other in the water and water balloons, water guns, all that shit. It was good.
Should have been you, dude. I thought it was you in the dunk.
No. I partake in the super soaker fight. That's about it.
Hell yeah.
How's everybody else doing this weekend or week? Feels like a weekend already. Felipe is back.
The first comment Felipe picks.
I think it's hilarious. I rarely talk. So. Just for the
but when you do, it's so sweet, you know.
Carries weight.
Yeah.
Carries weight. Let's see. Well, we had a fun stream on Tuesday, man. That was a lot of fun. That Herculots Ferio.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, I was sad I missed that one.
Smoked some bangers. He's a great guest. Awesome guy in the community. Connected with everyone in the Discord, so it's fun.
Nice.
Yeah, it's always a bummer when you watch a stream and you can tell like a brand owner either doesn't know what they're talking about or doesn't really care. But Herculots is the exact opposite of that. Passionate.
Yeah.
And knows his shit. So it's super interesting.
Yeah. Love that.
And Michael, you were saying the way he ties in like music with food, cigars, like the guy just knows how to like mesh all of that stuff together when he's like talking about cigars, and no one does it better, I don't think.
No, I agree. There are people that sell cigars and people that have sold cigars. And like when you've sold cigars in New York City of like the highest echelon for 15 years, 20 years or whatever it is, it translates to now how to sell a brand. You know? You just tell.
Yep. And I was trying to be mindful of this time because I knew it was late on the East Coast, and I told him, I was like, we won't go past 1:30. And every time I tried to wrap it up, he was always like, no, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So that's good, right? It shows he's having a good time. Conversation's going well.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And to JD's comment, I was tired as fuck. Peter sent me a message after. He's like, bro, are you going to be all right? If Michael wasn't interesting, I would have fallen asleep on that stream. It's just... Stay up too late, wake up too early.
Right. Raj had been working hard that day too.
Yeah.
Struggling.
Those new hours, Carpy, right? 4:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah, I got to get up at 4:30. And then I just stay up too late. You know, if you got kids, it's not your time until they're asleep.
Yeah.
And so the kids, I try to get them to bed at 8, but that rarely ever happens. And by the time I'm done smoking a cigar after that, it's like fucking 11 o'clock. It's not sustainable. I take a lot of naps on the weekends.
And now that it's summer, they don't go to fucking bed at 8 o'clock anymore. Now it's like, come on, it's summer, Dad. Let me get 8:30. And then 8:30 becomes fucking 9:30. And it's like, Jesus, just go to fucking bed already.
If anything, it's better because I just go, hey guys, you don't got to go to bed. I'm going out to smoke a cigar.
Yeah. I guess your kids are a little bit older. Like they can entertain themselves. My kids are on the cusp. Maybe another year or two, they'll fucking do that. But they still, I just hear the garage door open, like straight to the wall. Dad, you in here? And I'm like hiding in my tent. I'm like, no, don't come in the tent.
No, John, I was at a Davidoff event with one team at Sober Cigars.
Is he dressed up too? Because I want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys take pictures together, or
I put up a picture. We didn't get a full body one as much as you would
man.
wish.
I need a new wallpaper, dude. I was hoping. I was
Waist down only, please.
No, but Matt looked good. It was a hell of a drive for him, though. Traffic fight. It was like an hour and a half for him to get there.
Yeah. All right, let's get some initial thoughts on this pretty big cigar we got tonight. Johnny, you got any thoughts so far on the initial first few puffs there, bud?
Am I in trouble? Why am I always in this corner? I'm always first to go.
Because you're the guy.
I guess.
You're the guy, Johnny.
I'm half asleep. I apologize. The cigar is waking me up. It's very spicy. So far, I'm enjoying this cigar. There's a sweetness that's starting to develop through the retro hail. I almost thought it was the Davidoff Colorado Claro, but I know we already did that, so it can't.
Correct.
Be. This thing is good. I'm curious to see what the hell this is.
Okay. John, any initial impressions?
And yeah, I'm a little exhausted too. I've been dealing with a gout flare up again. But this one's
the
not
1800s.
I know, dude. Dude, I'm on the preventative medicine too. I'm like a scientific breakthrough for them. It's just like
Case study.
God, dude, it's fucking awful. It's awful, man. So
It's
yeah,
that Texas barbecue, bro.
Yeah.
It's got
Well,
a
it's all
different
the
kind of spice, bro.
all the sugar, man. I'm a sugar freaking addict.
Oh,
dude. It's
yeah,
a
that's
problem.
right.
No
I
bueno.
love the sugar.
I'll wake up though. But this cigar, so far, it's not for me, man. We're very early, but it's very bitter oak for me, like dusty, leafy, dry earth. There's a touch of florality through the retro hail for me. There's a little bit of like a roasted nut. At times, I'm getting like a touch of sweetness, but then it goes away. But yeah, with the pepper too, I'm gonna guess. I think this is a Mexican San Andreas. That's my guess as far as the wrapper. But anyways, those are my initial thoughts. I'll shut up.
Okay. I just had to check the wrapper just to clarify, but I won't divulge any information yet.
Okay.
What about you, Michael?
I mean, I definitely like the cigar to start off with. I agree with John. It does have, the oak spice and the woodiness, and it is a touch bitter, but overall it's like kind of also broadleaf-esque in certain ways. Like there isn't that chocolate, especially like I was watching Hound Dog's review of the Lamprey Limitada to relive that experience as I watched his review. And it doesn't have like that chocolate sweetness or chocolate note to it, or even really the minerality that I get off of some MSA wrappers. So it's interesting to start off with. I'm excited to see where it goes, but so far so good.
All right, Felipe, how's it going?
Yeah, dude. The pepper is pretty heavy for me in the beginning. And yeah, that bitterness, like that oaky bitterness is there as well. Once in a while, I do get like that sweetness, which is like, I want more of that. If it transitions to that would be amazing. But there's a nuttiness as well too. But I'm really hoping this pepper kind of takes a backseat.
Carpy, what do you got?
A lot of similarities on the draw. It's almost like a hickory-like note for me. Maybe not oak, but I think there's like light leather on the retro with a little bit of that floral note. I'm not getting the sweetness Johnny is having, but I don't have a white monster to drink right now. So this may become one of those cigars. I got to go find one and drink it to make it good. There is like a lingering spice on the palate. And I mean, my whole opinion might be worthless because I just had an Asterio like 35 minutes ago. So
User error. Similar notes to most of you guys. I am getting that hickory spice, oak spice. There's like a touch of citrus. I don't know if anyone else is getting that. It's very, very faint on the palate. It like pops in and then it disappears. And then I get that pepper that Felipe is getting. It's kind of overpowering it towards the end. Retro's not really doing much for me right now. It's kind of boring. the palate is where I'm getting majority of the flavors. But the retro is just like a little bit of pepper, and then that's it. Just dissipates. There's nothing else there for me. So not a great start, but it's not a terrible start either. It's just kind of, let's see how this develops.
It's very light on the palate for me. I don't know how you guys feel, but it doesn't have a lot of body to it for me yet.
Yeah, I can see that. And Johnny, you said you're getting a sweetness to it. Like what kind of sweetness would you equate it to?
I mean, I was getting sweetness through the retrohale, and I'm with John. Like, it's either like Mexican San Andreas sweetness or maybe broadleaf or something, but it's that distinct sweetness through the nose. It's one of those two wrappers. Maybe I haven't been able to decipher which ones they are, but I'm getting a sweetness through the nose, like a sweet, dark raisin cherry or something. I can't quite figure it out.
Okay.
But the performance of this cigar is fantastic.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Mhm.
I've been ashing just to keep things under check,
Yeah.
but burn line's great.
Smoke
Wrapper is
output
very
is
nice.
100%.
What's up, Wheelan? It's good to see you, man. I know you've been working like a dog.
Good to see you, bro.
Hell yeah.
He's been quiet on Discord too, but he fired up like a Dunbarton welcome back night. I think he had like a Total Lost DS, and then he backed it up with a Macanudo or something. I don't know, but it's good to see him smoking again.
Some funkiness coming in now too through the nose.
Funkiness.
Mhm.
It has that kind of similar emptiness to me that the Ligas have sometimes, where it's like the body doesn't match the strength. I don't think this cigar is that strong, but I don't know. There's just something like mid palate that's just missing.
Yeah,
for me, but
see that.
I do get what you're saying on the Ligas though, because sometimes I'll smoke. It's usually like a 9, and when the 9 matches up perfectly, it's a great cigar.
it is.
But there's like Liga 9 lights out there,
Yeah.
and it's like I kind of taste.
Why are you so
sad.
angry? Why are you so angry, cigar?
I kind of
Fighting me this whole time.
I kind of taste the flavor, but it's not there. Like, come back, come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
the last Liga 9 I had was the best Liga I've had in years. And it actually was better than the most recent 10-year anniversary one I had. But I just feel like Drew Estate's all over the map in terms of the consistency of the cigars. But
Yeah.
I forgot how good a Liga 9 can be. Because when I smoked that, I was like, wow, if it was like this every time, like I would be smoking those a lot more.
Yeah. I don't know,
Well,
man.
the
I
10th
don't know what it is.
anniversary is the 10th is another one that it can either be just a banger or like taste like a giant clove cigarette. And you never know what you're gonna get until you get a few puffs into it. You're either like hell yeah or shit.
Yeah. I didn't know that about that one. And when I lit it up, I was shocked at how disappointing it was. Anyways, I wish they could get it together.
Michael's saying, unlike last week, this one truly is a mystery. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did
There's-
when we had the Liga 9 on the show, what did it rank? I'm trying to remember. I know that was we had a good one. I think it was a good one that we had.
I think that was prior to PAX, so that was for my own collection. I think those Ligas had like 2 years of age on them.
That's what it was, because I remember like I tried one after. It was not the same thing at all.
Yeah, that was episode 12. So yeah, prior to the PAX, that was Hugo's episode. We gave it a B tier. It got a B tier, but I remember it being a pretty good Liga.
Did the T52 also, right? That scored pretty high.
Did we?
I think we did, because I was like, man, this is the best T52 I ever had, because all the other ones were like fucking mid.
Drew Estate, yep, T52 got a B tier as well. And that is PAX. Those were in the PAX, so.
This guy is back.
Oh boy. Stay safe, Hugo. Stay safe. That's actually why Roger's not here. We're trying to locate him right now. Hopefully he's doing okay. Just jokes. He's going away for a few days for Father's Day. Family's taking him to like Legoland and the zoo, all the things fathers want to do on Father's Day.
Sizzler.
So, and Sizzler. Don't forget the steak.
Don't forget the steak.
Hound Dog's working, man. We all saw his little sneak peek. He's been grinding. That shop's opening tomorrow for a soft launch. So,
Yeah, he made it official announcement.
yeah, we've all kind of had a sneak peek of that for the past few months. And I feel like the past 2 or 3 weeks, that dude's been working like 15-hour plus days trying to get everything organized in the humidor. You know, it's starting from scratch. So he had to do all the inventory, the ordering. They got all the training going on now. So it looks like a beautiful lounge. Hopefully everything goes smoothly.
If you're in the California, area,
Yeah.
stop in there, check it out over the weekend.
I don't quite remember where it's located, but he put a short up. I'm sure you can find it. And I think all the information's there.
Did he say to us privately where they were getting their house blends from? So I saw the house blend in the short.
I
don't
can't
remember.
remember. He told me, but I don't remember. He actually sent them to me, but I didn't want to smoke them until like he was open, so I can kind of like cheers it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But I'm not sure. I know there's a few Winstons. I think there's one in Texas.
Houston.
Oh, so it's probably a network thing that they have already done.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think there's another one, maybe overseas. I'm not sure, but looks beautiful, man.
See if he wants to franchise it to Vegas.
Let's go, Felipe. Let's get Connecticut Winstons, bro. Let's do it,
Bro, I'll be there every day. I work there. I'll be like Inno.
Well, you want to get paid for being there at least. Don't be like Inno, Oh shit. Let's see. We did not have donuts at the block party. It was hot as shit today. Those suckers would have melted outside. My neighbor owns a pizza joint around here though, so we always get a ton of pizzas delivered and stuff, and there was some good eating.
You got the food neighborhood.
Yeah.
There was a pizza place by your house next to the guitar shop. Oh my God. Incredible.
Yeah. Coal Fire. That's the one that Nick from Foundation, Nick Malillo, he knows those brothers. So there's 3 brothers and they all have their own pizza place in different towns. There's one in Wallingford, Cheshire, and then I don't remember, somewhere near the valley, but all of them are fucking phenomenal. And they're all different like styles, but I believe 2 of them are wood fire and the other one's coal fire. The one in Cheshire is coal fire.
So good.
Yeah, real good.
What up, Sean?
Sean with another review. I saw that. I don't remember what he reviewed, but it's good to see him pumping out content. What's up, hero? Is it a good cigar? It's an okay cigar right now. I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't hate it. It's not bad, but it's not wowing me.
It almost kind of reminds me of the Winston Churchill we had recently, the newer one, like just that oaky kind of. Just I don't know. I'm getting some like graphite on it now.
This cigar is crescendoing for me. I love that word now. I'm like stealing it. Like
Johnny's reviews have been on point recently.
So
the word
like
usage and everything.
Yeah, I love that term. But at first, I don't know, man. Like I was thinking, like, is this cigar some variant of like an AJ? But it's not. There's Dominican in this, and I keep going back to Davidoff. So like I'm kind of with John on this one. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it really just feels like a Davidoff to me. And I hate to just say that this early, but it's got that Dominican Davidoff feel to it. I'm probably wrong. I'm always wrong. So,
well, I'll say there's Dominican in here, so
it's
you're getting a little bit of that, maybe.
And like whatever the fillers are, it's not like it's a little bit of Dominican. Like there's that Dominican funk. It's distinct. I get it through the nose. It's not heavy. And there's like this coca, cherry, raisin sweetness coming in through the nose. The cigar is getting better. The cigar is good. Better than
I gotta smoke cigars when I just wake up because I'm not getting any of that. I'm not getting any of those flavors.
I slept for 17 hours.
Excuse me?
I just woke up. I woke up at 8:55.
Did you just come off a bender, bud?
I think I'm getting sick. No, my sleep schedule's all out of whack. So when we did the Herclot show, I didn't sleep. Right.
Right.
So you guys were in the after thing, and I'm just like dying. I'm like, I gotta go. So like, I went to sleep immediately after that. I woke up at like 7 a.m. I went and like played cards, and then my days are running all together. I think that's the same sleep pattern. And then I went to sleep at 2 a.m. and then I woke up at 8:55.
Well, you made it. You made it. It's all that matters.
Yeah. It's because I woke up to my alarm.
We would have called you live on the show. Don't worry. If you're ever late, we'll definitely do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm taking back my Mexican San Andreas guess. I don't think this is MSA. I don't think so.
Okay. No, Ben, I didn't break any cigars out for the party. I was too busy running around.
When I took this thing out to take a picture of it yesterday, I was like, "Ooh, it's got a nice oily wrapper leaf, whatever it is."
Yeah, wrapper's beautiful on it.
It's got that rustic Davidoff look to it as well.
You keep talking yourself into a Davidoff. I think that's what's going on here.
Well, I mean,
I've never thought of a
tastes
rustic Davidoff.
Outside of the late hour, even that's a smooth wrapper. Even the Maduro's
Colorado Claro's very bumpy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skinny just texted me. He's like, "It's a gas station sushi, isn't it? Tell me I'm wrong." I don't know, Skinny. Gotta hang on there.
Do they make a gas station sushi that size?
I don't know.
I don't think so. And would it
aren't
be
they
available
close
in small batch? Because
I think that's the giveaway. I don't think Sanj is carried by small batch.
Yeah.
I have a hard time telling which San cigars are which. Like I usually have to just hit up Matt and like take a picture. Like, what is this? But gas station sushi's closed foot, right?
Yeah, I believe.
Yes, I think so.
So. I'm gonna smoke one as my second cigar tonight. I think so.
Nice.
We'll find out.
Felipe, how was Florida, man?
Yeah,
bro, it rained like half the time. It was just pouring, and then it was just humid after. Johnny, I don't know how you smoke cigars in Florida, bro. Like I was at the lounge.
It's a good call.
And it was rough. Like I was thinking about that. I'm like, if I ever move back to Florida, I don't know. I'd have to have like a home AC setup because it's rough, dude. Like the humidity too. Like the cigars just do not do well.
It's 73% relative humidity right now.
That's gross, dude.
What is
and
ours right
85.6 degrees. Yeah, it sucks.
Ours is 7 RH.
You have to
100 degrees right now and 7 RH.
Michael's spritzing a bottle of water on his cigar so they don't erupt.
I literally have a shower head right behind me. Like,
just dunk it.
I think that's why I keep my humidor so low. I keep dropping the RH. Like I just don't like they'll get to 55 and I'm like, go a little lower. Now they're chilling around like 51 to 55, all the different humidors. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you even need like any Bovita
You
packs
don't.
or anything, especially in the summer, right? Where it's like super humid.
Yeah, I hear you don't. Like, I mean, I'm not going to roll the dice and not because where my cigars are stored, it's like 60 degrees. So,
Yeah.
The shock, yeah. Carpy's all dressed up. Did we go over this already? He had a Davidoff event.
Yeah, I had the Davidoff event. I got the thing here right next to me because I just threw it on my table. They paired it. It was an
CEO
Escurio,
Carpy.
the Escurio and a like little Perfecto thing, and they paired it with a what the fuck was it? A honey and sea salt truffle with milk chocolate, which was delicious, and then another truffle that had ancho chilies and Sri Lankan Ceylon cinnamon and dark chocolate. And it was interesting to see what those two different flavors did with the cigar. To be honest, I don't really like the Escurio.
Always like when they cut it up, the cigar, and then they have like the different first third, second third, final third, and what they tasted off of. That was pretty good.
Yeah, and it was Sober Cigars was there with me too, and there were a lot of guys that aren't fucking cigar reviewers there, you know. So there was some. Does anybody know? And me and Matt are like, ah! But like we were kind of far back, and so. You know, questions like, does anybody know who sorts the tobacco at the factories? And I'm like, the women. And he's like, I'm like, the women. shit like that. But it was fun. And the guys were cool to talk to. And it was a good time.
I mean, it's pretty unique because you rarely see, or at least I rarely see, events that aren't alcohol based for pairings. Mm-hmm. So, you know, there are a lot of sober guys in the community. So, something with chocolate or food, that's got to be cool to actually get to go to one of those events.
Yeah, and he was saying the rep from Davidoff was saying when they came out with the Nicaragua tent, they had like cheese pairings with it.
Mm-hmm.
Should be interesting.
That's cool.
Because in Minnesota, I don't think you can have a liquor license and a tobacco license at the same time.
Yeah,
gotcha.
And so they don't serve booze at any of the shops. And I've seen places that they don't mind if you bring your own in, obviously if you're not being a jackass,
right?
But yeah.
What's up, Derek? I have not had this new vow, the Higher Calling, right? That's the Father Days edition, the LE that released.
Yeah,
got to get my hands on some of those.
Yeah, I didn't see them on the website.
They might be listed now. I'll have to take a check.
Are they doing the thing where they let their accounts get it first and then they bring it out later like they did the first time?
Not sure, to be honest. There was a serious Nerf war then. We got a lot of those Nerf balls. They're called the Rivals, the guns that shoot them. They shoot them at like 1200 PSI. Those things go flying, dude. And yeah, I made them pay.
1200 PSI or FPS?
I don't know. I'm just making shit up, Johnny. They go really fast.
Oh, well, I think 1200 PSI that would like go through somebody,
blow a hole through the siding of my house.
Yeah,
probably. I know there's a lot of kids. Go ahead.
1200 feet per second is supersonic, isn't it?
Yeah, all right. Well, I might have been exaggerating the exact PSI. I just know there's a bunch of kids walking around with welts. They're walking around with welts on their body, and you know, that felt good. Take some frustration out on them. Wake your ass up, bro. It's good to see Deshaun in here. He's a frequent on the Cigar Avengers, and we were having a good time when I was on there last week. So it's cool. He made his way over here.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a nice chair you got there, man.
No, dude, this is my old chair. This is like an office chair.
It's a throne. You got to refer to it as a throne.
I don't have a cool chair like Johnny or your old chair, Felipe. I got tired of sitting on a fucking lawn chair. That shit was hurting my ass. So I brought out my old gaming chair from the basement. What's up, Brad? Cigar's pretty boring, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not having a great time with it.
Not at all. This is a Churchill, right? The size? Is it a little thicker than a Churchill? Is it a Churchill?
It's a Churchill.
Ish.
Yeah, it's around there.
It's like 7 by 49 or something.
Yep, that's pretty close to it.
Like it hasn't changed much for me.
No.
Yeah.
It's not offensive, but it's not changing at all.
What's that other boring ass cigar we had the other day? We gave it a C tier. This is better than that.
The New Day? New Dawn?
No. It was the Philippe, the Gregorio, the Minotaur Colossus.
Yeah.
This is better than that. I'll give it that. Like that cigar was terrible. Probably because it was like a 660. But
yeah,
I don't know. This is just lacking something. It's like they blended this cigar and were too safe. they're like, all right, don't make it too sweet. Don't put a lot of pepper in it. Just kind of keep a little bit of that, woodsiness. And it's just a little dull.
I didn't like that Philippe Gregorio either, but that one was more boring. This one's like actually worse for me, like flavor wise, than that one.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not as big. Like this one's burning
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Kyle here is getting a super weird green apple note as an undertone, primarily spice and oaky, though. Green apple. Okay. Not getting that, but Nick is also saying getting zero sweetness.
It's so oaky.
It's very one-dimensional. It's just not delivering.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is better. Okay. We'll see. We'll see how the panel rates this. What's everybody's thought on the 2025 Cigar of the Year, Fiddlehead? I don't.
Should I put out my review tomorrow? Because
Yes. Yeah. Who did I send Fiddleheads to? Because I know I threw a few in a couple packs. You got one?
Yep.
Yeah, that's me too.
you tried to send me one. You're like, you had this yet, Mike? I'm like, yes. Don't send me another one. It's like I just haven't put the review out yet.
Some people love it. Some people love it. It's not for me.
Some people love Steve Saka. They don't love that cigar. Nobody loves that cigar.
I love Steve Saka, but I don't
All
love
right.
that cigar.
And I was going to say, John, to John's comment or question, I do have some new sticks in the Garrison Man. I have the Aladino 85. I have the Plasencia, the Alma del Cielo, and then I actually got an El Mago. I'm trying to think if I have anything else new, but those are the three kind of main new releases I have. And biggest sellers, probably either the Hemingway or the Monte Cristo White.
Have you tried the El Mago yet?
I have not. No, I'm planning on it. But
which one did you get?
yeah.
Do you remember? Is it the Miami one?
I got the Miami. Yeah.
It's a solid cigar. I think I gave it a B tier.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
But
that was
Go
like
ahead,
the best one I've had from them.
Okay.
The Miami.
they sent you cigars, right, Felipe?
Yeah, and then he sent me a Maduro. I don't remember the name, but that I felt bad putting out a review because it was like just straight earth. It was horrible for me.
Yeah.
Which
But
one
I
was
still
that?
have a few others. I'm trying to. I know it was a Maduro. I don't remember which one it was.
Okay.
But I believe the Miami was the one I reviewed, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
My distributor kept bringing them up over the last couple months, like, hey man, you should really try these, and I think they'll sell well. And I was like, man, why do you keep bringing these guys up? Like what is it, And he was just saying he really likes the owner of it. I forget his name, but he just says he seems
Nick.
like a very involved owner who's passionate, like cares about it. So I was like, all right, I'll give him a shot. So
Is that a tunnel there, Carp?
Yeah, don't you hate it when you take a draw and you're like, is this thing fucking tunneling? And then you ash it and you see a big old dark spot in the middle.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mine's good.
Mine's
We
good.
wouldn't have two Dunbartons in a row.
There's a little hole there too.
In here.
No two Dunbartons in a row. But yeah, the El Mago company. I mean, I've only had that Miami. The beautiful cigars, their tubos are really nice looking. I think they sell really well at RB&M that we go to.
Okay.
And I think the brand owner's a younger guy, right? So it's
think
kind of
so.
cool.
Yeah, and he was like, when I reviewed it, he like reached out to me, like messaged me, and because I researched about, it was like a passion. It was a way to honor his grandparents because they passed away in the Miami, like what was that called? Where the building collapsed.
That hotel, or hotel.
Yeah. So it was actually like a project he did just to honor them because his grandfather was like really big into cigars. And then from there, it kind of took off, which I thought was a really cool story, especially because, it's not easy to get in cigar industry, but
Yeah.
really nice guy.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm excited to try them. And yeah, they're beautiful. The presentation on them is sick. Like, I mean, they're definitely striking when you walk up and you see them. So
Very Miami, like that, very South Florida kind of vibe. It's cool. It's nice to see. Mike is asking, he's finding himself enjoying darker cigars, sweeter cigars lately. What's your thoughts on some dark, oily cigars? He's seen the CAO Brazil, LFD Cabinet 5, Liga 9. They all look great. You guys have any suggestions on a darker, sweeter cigar?
Out of
Say it,
those,
Michael.
the
Byron 19.
LFD cabinet is going to be the most consistent and good.
Tabernacle, the red or the
Emissary.
black, but red's a little bit more oily, I think, if that's what you're going for. And then
But the
the
black
LFD
is sweeter.
the black is sweeter. The LFD Airbeno Maduro, not quite as much sweetness, but it's a very rich, oily Maduro. Pretty
Yeah.
strong though. So
Assange?
What's up, Hound Dog? How you doing?
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's seeing you. That's more the problem.
Yeah, seeing you is half the battle.
Sorry, guys.
You're not missing much today, Matt. This is kind of it's not
Yeah.
wowing anybody.
Is it a shitty
okay.
cigar?
It's okay.
It's not
Yeah.
shitty, it's just not wowing. You know what I mean?
Boring.
It's kind of boring. There we go.
There we go.
Yo.
Just getting out of the humidor, man.
Yeah. The grand opening's tomorrow, so I had a long day trying to get stuff done, trying to tie up loose ends, and it's a lot, but it's it's fun. It's all for stuff that I love with cigars, so can't complain too much.
Yeah, man. Light at the end of the tunnel. That'll be awesome once you're off the ground, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So what kind of notes are you guys getting off of this cigar?
We could round table. We're in second, third right now. Johnny, you want to start us off with anything that's standing out?
Yeah, I just feel like I'm smoking a completely different cigar again. Like, I'm thoroughly enjoying this cigar. It's changing. It's getting better. I think the balance on this cigar is perfect.
Okay.
I'm getting like this coca craisin tangerine sweetness through the retrohale with some of that Dominican funk, and they're all just like evenly balanced. It's super subtle. The palate's getting better. I'm getting like this creamy coca mocha with just a hint of spice. Like, this cigar is very good. And I don't know why lately it just seems like we're just smoking different cigars.
It seems like you're getting the best cigar out of everyone's pack, and we're getting
maybe
the other cigars.
I had a shop owner tell me once, and it was kind of like a derogatory comment, but he was just like, he's like, well, you're still like new to cigars, so your palate's fresh. That's why everything tastes good to you. I'm like, okay, fuck you too. But all right, like, is that my fault? Like, I don't understand. Like, do cigars get worse throughout the years or something? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Weird thing to say. What a
No,
strange thing to
they
say.
don't. They don't.
Sounds like a nice guy, though.
Yeah,
He's
fun
a
time.
dick.
Probably great at parties.
And he's a lounge owner. He like comes out and talks to us, and a buddy of mine was like talking about, right? Well, he's talking about like me and this show and stuff like that, and I don't know why, but the guy like, I don't know if he took offense to it or whatever, but he's like, oh, your palate's just really fresh. That's why like everything tastes good to you. And I'm like, okay, dickhead. Like,
Okay. Isaac's chiming in. He said, I smoke this anytime. Flavor is up and down, but if it is what I think it is, their Churchills are amazing across the board. Seriously underappreciated. Okay.
Mm.
John, what about you, man? Is this changing at all for you?
It tastes about as good as my foot feels. So I'm not having a great time. It's just not for me. It's not terrible, but it's just not for me, man. I'm just getting dry, bitter oak. I'm getting pencil lead on the palate. A little bit of hickory. I'm getting vegetal spice now on it. This is not for me, but it's not awful. It's just not for my palate, or at least not tonight. So
Nick is also getting some pencil shavings on the draw. That's nice.
Yeah.
There you go. Michael, what about you, man?
Well, I agree with Johnny that, the second third on this I've enjoyed more than the first third. I think that it balanced a little bit better. It kind of reduced the spice. Some of the hickory, oaky notes that we were getting in the first third have kind of let other flavors develop, creating a little bit more complexity and almost, for a lackluster mid palate, which I think is where this cigar really suffers, the rest of it is pretty good, right? So I agree with the 10 out of 10 on aesthetics, and performance so far has been okay. I had like a little bit of a crack and lift in the wrapper, but I'm not going to complain because it's 7RH over here and 100 degrees outside. So, that's the least of my worries. But I think that overall the cigar is still performing better in the second third than in the first. Better balance, a little bit more complex notes, but not anything crazy in any one direction. So I like it. I think that it does remind me of like when I did the Davidoff late hour review in Churchill. I really loved the one that I had, but subsequent ones that I had thereafter also performed in a similar fashion. So I'm hoping that that's not what this is, that it's a different Churchill and something that I could try again, because I totally would. But if it is, I would not be surprised.
Okay. Felipe, what do you got, man?
Yeah, same thing. Still pretty bitter for me. A lot of oak. Getting a little bit more leather now. And there's a little bit of funkiness that I wish I had more of. And there's a little crack there that's starting to develop. But besides that, I mean, the construction has been great.
Okay. Carpy, thoughts?
I mean, I'm still getting that same kind of like hickory note on the draw, but like if I hold it in my mouth for a little bit, it's pretty earthy and there's almost like a little bit of a peatiness to it. On the retro, it's floral spice, but then there's that pencil shavings note people are talking about. Like I see it. And then on the finish, I've got almost like a toasted popcorn kernel nuttiness. And then sometimes there's something that it's like a not very sweet, like raspberry like note. It's like a little tart and a little fruity, but it's not strong and it's not very sweet, but it's interesting. I'm liking it better now, but I think my tunnel's working its way to the side and I keep having to pinch the shit out of it. So like when the tunnel starts, it goes bitter on me. And then when I squeeze the shit out of it and get it to burn right again, it's better. I like it better than I did at Light Up. I don't think I'm loving it as much as Johnny does, but I'm not hating it.
Yeah, I mean, this is tracking along, with Alchemist. I'm getting an ever slight like vanilla extract kind of sweetness to it, but it's so faint and it's gone. Like if that developed, I could, it would maybe make the oaky, hickory, peppery, leathery notes more palatable, but it's so faint. And that citrus, I was getting a little citrus in the beginning. It's no longer around. So I'm not loving the cigar. I'm not hating it. I mean, this is the definition of a C-tier cigar for me right now. We still got a third to go, but unless it wows me here at the end, I don't know. We will see. Skinny said Carpy's dead on as usual. All right. His ego's pretty
Love you,
big.
Skinny.
You don't need to blow him up anymore. What's up,
I'm
Marvin?
just a fucking idiot in my garage, man. Ego what? I know exactly what I am. Some fucking jackass in his garage.
I want to get to Jose's question here, though. What is everybody's favorite Liga Privada?
T52.
H99.
when it hits the number 9, when it hits.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah,
Agreed.
it's gonna be so killer.
The 10th
gonna go
anniversary is bomb too.
Yeah, I would say the 10th anniversary when it's on. When it's on, it's
Yeah,
on.
when it's on.
I'll take a feral pig over anything, really.
Everyone said a different one. That's funny.
Yeah.
But everyone had the same
Because
thing
they're
of
so
like,
inconsistent.
yeah, when it hits. That's
They're
the
all
qualification
good
for
when they're
all-
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a cult following though. Like whenever you go to the
Oh, yeah.
lounge, guys just walk in and they get Ligas and that's it. Like they don't even look around for other stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been
The-
noticing though they're a lot easier to find now. Like the demand has died down for them a little bit. Like even the 10th anniversaries, I see those things everywhere now.
Yeah.
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 A lot of
Lounge
shops
is
around
always
here,
full of 'em.
when we couldn't find them, they had signs. It was like they would force you to buy other Drew Estate stuff. It's like buy 2 Drew Estate and then you can buy a Liga, because they were so
Yeah.
hard to find for such a long period of time. But now every humidor I walk into's got, globs in them. They're everywhere.
Yep.
It's probably the problem.
Yeah. Well, we were
Yeah.
talking to Michael.
Like
and
good versus, that's the
I'm just,
inconsistency.
hey guys, I'm just getting home. I'm gonna get situated. I may hop on. I may just fucking relax and have dinner, but we'll talk soon.
Woof,
All right.
buddy.
Woof,
See you, man.
woof.
Bye.
See ya.
Later.